Welcome back, Adventure Riders, and welcome back to Adventure Newbie. It's Alex here again. I'm going to talk about more bolts. If you've seen my other video about the lost swing arm bolt, then you'll know that we have to be checking these bolts. But the issue is I don't know which ones I'm meant to be checking. I'm still pretty new to this. It's a completely different style of riding off-road, and it obviously gives the bike quite a lot of stress and abuse when we're doing that. Now, if you see my video on the fuel tank damage, you'll have seen that one of the bolts on the frame holding the engine bash plate had come out. And I thought it actually sheared off to start with. So I checked the thread hole and actually that was absolutely fine. And when I checked the bolt on the other side with the bar that comes off the front of the engine that goes underneath the bike, that bolt was actually really loose as well. So I've tightened that back up and I've called JD Racing to source another bolt for that side. So JD Racing were really helpful. They called me straight back and had a chat about it. And because we're riding off road, we're putting the bikes through so much more abuse than if we're just riding on road, which the majority of adventure bikes do, or 95% of the time. I'd say I'm probably riding about 60 to 70% off road at the moment and only about 30% on road. So the vibration combined with the torque of the engine is really going to give all the bolts that are stuck on the frame a bit of a hard time. So the advice I got from Andy at JD Racing was to go round and anything that's bolted into the frame needs to be checked, and sometimes daily. So the advice was definitely things like the swing arm bolts need to be checked daily before riding out. So I'm going to do that. This is a really steep learning curve for me, and I'm hoping that these videos will shorten that learning curve for other people so the same things don't happen. So I think the take-home message from this video is we need to be getting familiar with those bolts we need to be tightening regularly and the checkovers that we do before we ride off-road. Thanks for watching the video, and again I hope you found it informative and useful, and like I said, hope it shortens that learning curve for you if you're riding your adventure bike off-road. Thanks very much for watching, really appreciate your time, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. I'll be putting some more videos up soon. I've got a few new mods coming on. We've got modifications phase 2, which has come as I'm riding a little bit harder off-road, going a bit quicker and riding different terrain. So I've got a few extra modifications that I hadn't really considered right at the start. So keep watching, please subscribe, and see you next time. Ride safe and get out on your mini adventures.